In the year 1665, London was one of the largest and busiest cities in the world. It was a center of trade, culture, and power. But within a matter of months, this thriving city would be brought to its knees by one of the deadliest outbreaks in its history. This event became known as the Great Plague of London. At the time, London was dangerously overcrowded. Narrow streets were filled with waste, animals roamed freely, and clean water was scarce. Most homes were small and tightly packed together, creating the perfect environment for disease to spread. People had no understanding of germs or infection. Illness was often blamed on bad air, astrology, or divine punishment. Medical treatments were based on superstition rather than science. When the plague arrived, London was completely unprepared. The disease is believed to have entered the city through trading ships arriving from Europe. These ships carried rats, and the rats carried fleas infected with deadly bacteria. Once the fleas spread into homes and markets, the plague moved rapidly through the population. At first, the government tried to downplay the danger. Officials feared panic and economic collapse, but as deaths increased, the truth became impossible to ignore. Victims developed sudden fevers, severe body pain, and swollen lumps known as buboes, which appeared on the neck, armpits, and groin. These swellings often darkened and became extremely painful. For many, death followed within days. Fear consumed the city. Families were torn apart as infected members were locked inside their homes. Red crosses were painted on doors, warning others to stay away. Guards were posted outside to prevent anyone from leaving, even if they were healthy. The sound of death carts became a daily nightmare. Bells rang through the streets as bodies were collected and dumped into mass graves. The phrase, "Bring out your dead," echoed through neighborhoods night after night. Doctors and caregivers faced impossible choices. Many fled the city to save themselves. Others stayed, risking their lives with little hope of success. Traditional remedies failed, and prayers offered little comfort. As the plague worsened, London began to shut down. Businesses closed, markets emptied. The wealthy escaped to the countryside, while the poor were left behind to face the outbreak. By the end of the epidemic, an estimated 100,000 people had died, nearly 1/4 of London's population at the time. The city was devastated. Then, just as suddenly as it began, the plague started to fade. Cooler weather reduced flea activity, and the disease slowly lost its grip. In the following year, London faced another disaster, the Great Fire of 1666, which destroyed large parts of the city and unintentionally helped eliminate remaining plague-infested areas. The Great Plague of London changed London forever. After the outbreak, public health measures slowly improved. Urban planning began to evolve. The importance of sanitation and disease control became impossible to ignore. While scientific understanding was still limited, society had taken its first steps toward modern public health. Today, the Great Plague of London stands as a reminder of how quickly disease can overwhelm even the most powerful cities. It shows the dangers of overcrowding, poor hygiene, and delayed responses to public health crises. History teaches us that pandemics are not just medical events. They reshape societies, expose weaknesses, and force change. The Great Plague of London was one of humanity's darkest moments, but it also paved the way for a safer, healthier future. If you enjoy exploring real historical events that shaped the modern world, be sure to subscribe to the channel. In our next video, we'll uncover another deadly chapter from history that changed civilization forever.